Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Farming Simulator 2013, and we are here again on the Monchwinkel map. We are playing with a more realistic game engine, the Damange Mod and the Forestry Mod. And we're going to do some plowing this episode, hopefully get this entire field plowed up, and depending on what time I have, maybe we'll get it cultivated up too yet. We'll see once here. So with that, away we go. Got the case quad track working on the other side of the field here, obviously. And we shall meet in the middle at some point, hopefully. I think with both of us working, I don't think this field will take too long. I'm actually surprised with the more realistic game engine here. It's actually not limiting my speed more. I know, farming sim, it's usually always speed 1 you can go with plowing. Cultivating, you can usually do speed 2. Obviously, more realistic, you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, so you actually got 4 speeds with more realistic. And I'm actually going speed 3 here, so same speed I can go for cultivating most other things. Although it seems like speed 1 is going to be for your combine from now on, so we actually do have a fairly high slip percentage there. I just happened to notice that 10.3% slip. Seems a mite high. Though understandable though, I mean, you're plowing like this, your tires, at least the tires on this side, are probably going to be riding over what you've already plowed. That's not going to give the greatest traction. Oh, we did get a too fast message there. Apparently the limit must be 9 miles an hour. Which is exactly what that case quad track's doing, 9 miles an hour. Apparently he must not be struggling at all. Should go actually check to see what his slip percentage is. Got the quad tracks obviously, so it should be much, much better. Obviously a bigger tractor too, so that should help as well. And I'm sure it's probably, if I had to guess, a heavier tractor. Not entirely sure how heavy these Claas tractors are. I know those particular quad tracks and Steigers, those are stinking heavy. That's kind of, pulling a big implement, you got a lot of horsepower. Also, you need a lot of weight on the ground for the traction to pull some of the bigger stuff, so it's not just about the horsepower, you also have to have the weight to put the traction on tires or tracks, whatever it is you're using. Okay, nope, self. I'm going to have to make my turns a little bit sharper. By the way, this Claas does leave tracks behind. That's what you're seeing there. Only if it's just come off a field, though. So, like you can see there, it went up to the fence there, looks like, and it stopped leaving tracks. So basically you can drive up and down the road all day with this tractor, it'll never leave a single track, but as soon as you go across the field and then back onto say a road or something, then it'll leave tracks. So that's pretty cool. I believe that is something they're going to implement in the next farming sim, by the way. I think they're going to be leaving tracks behind. Yeah, Farming Sim 15, we should be seeing tracks on the ground, hopefully. With tires like this on a tractor, you definitely expect to see something behind the tractor. especially if you're on softer ground or dirt or anything like that. Pretty much tell where a tractor's driven across in that case. So yeah, looks like with this plow we are keeping tires on the right side there in the previously plowed ground, so that would definitely make sense for losing traction on that side. I do have the guy planting, by the way. He is... so what field? I think it's... oh yeah, I can see him over that field over there. I don't know how well the video is picking that up. It's kind of like a couple of red dots over there. Oh, now a building just appeared. Oh, there he comes outside the building. He was behind the building there. Kind of funny, you could see the tractor but not the building. See if we can get this guy in time. See what his slip percentage is. I'm assuming this tractor will show one. 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. Yeah, much lower slip percentage. Kind of expect that with this big a tractor. And I haven't really decided what we're going to plant on this field yet. I'm kind of thinking like corn or something maybe like that. Haven't done corn yet, so... and I'm talking corn for harvesting too, by the way, not actually to chop it. Good at actually getting the corn chopping fairly easily. We do have the chopper, we just would have to get the head for it. Ah, so the great debate. Who's actually plowed more, me or the hired worker? Realize that he's going faster with that tractor. I'm still gonna say it looks like I've plowed more. Yeah, one nice thing about this tractor, I can actually turn quite sharp, because I can turn both tires. Yeah, one thing's for sure, I definitely don't think he's doing as clean a job as we're doing on this side. Or he's missing bits and pieces along the edge. I'm not going to bother worrying about that, though. We'll just let him go. Hopefully we'll hit him with a cultivator. And if we don't hit him with a cultivator, maybe we'll hit him with a planter, and the planter can finish it up then. And if the planter don't, then I guess we're really not going to worry about it. Looks like this will be the case's first long pass for the full length of the field here. I was that part of the field over there is a little bit shorter than this side of the field. That's weird. It's actually not producing the straightest of lines there. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why that is. Might just have to ride along with him for a minute here, just to see what's. I wonder if he's like swerving back and forth a little bit. You know, being an articulated tractor like that. I know it looks nice and straight there. You know what? I think we'll let the case finish that up. I'll go grab the cultivator. Although before I do that, I do have one question for anybody out there. This tractor obviously got different steering modes. You know, this steering mode I can understand. The one we had just in was both tires turned. This one, the rear tires turned. That seems kind of weird. Probably makes more sense though if obviously if you turn the cab around, then you wouldn't want that. But my question is, why do you want this mode? I mean, well, what is this for? I've never seen this before, so is this like a real thing on the real tractor? And if so, what's the point of it? That seems to be, just to me anyway, that seems like the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I think I got a tractor hooked up to the cultivator already. Just leave that there. Yes, I do. The Case Magnum 340. Oh, he's done planting already. Okay, excellent. Well, I want to plant corn on this field, so he's not going to be much help for us. We'll have to probably pick up the Titanium Edition corn planter, the more realistic edition of it. I think that'll be the largest, most reliable corn planter we have. Obviously, because of lag issues, I got rid of the other one we had. And just because of the other issues with it too, it's kind of derpy in the way it folded up and stuff. And then it folds out again. Yep. 5-section John Deere cultivator. Yeah, the confusing part though is in the store, it actually has got the same name, so that really throws you for a loop. The tractor seems to pull it just fine though, so. Yeah, looks like he has got a couple more passes to go with that plow before he's done. Obviously, we're a little bit quicker with this cultivator here. You know, just slightly wider. I wouldn't say much wider than the plow, but it's a little bit wider than the plow. Potato harvest should still be going, by the way. Speaking of the potato harvest, it looks like I need to look at that. Yeah, I rather suspected as much. Crazy courseplay driver seat keeps cutting in front of him there. Not entirely sure why that is, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it. Had a lot of issues with that on this map so far. And not just with the potato harvester, but the other harvester as well. You want to cut in front of the harvester all the time. Think you're getting stuff harvested, it turns out you're not. Okay, there's that one. Where's the other case? Ah, there he is. Okay. You know, one of the things I find really cool too is when you put the implement like this in the ground, you can really tell the tractor all of a sudden starts having to work. You know, you lift the implement out of the ground, and the tractor's like, ah, breathe a sigh of relief. And you put it back on the ground, it's like, oh crap. It doesn't quite have enough plowed here. Almost needs one more strip. It's almost done though. Looks like he might have it on the next one. Yeah, hard to say. You might have to do one more yet. I'm not sure. You'll be able to finish all that in one pass or not. Oh, what the world? We just plowed that. We already got weeds showing up there. Come on now. Thought the plowing and cultivating was supposed to help with the weeds. That's the reason I'm doing it all. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't bother with the plowing as much. Normally, I like to cultivate. I do like to do that, yeah, but a lot of times I will skip the plowing bit. Yeah, looks like he's finished. Well, maybe not. No. There's like a little thin, narrow strip there from the looks of it. It's probably because my shoddy cultivating job wasn't the most straightest. So yeah, he might have to come back and do another pass. If he doesn't, though, we won't worry about it. We'll just cultivate it under. Oh yeah, it is definitely getting a little bit wider down at this end, though. It's probably more of my fault. I probably don't have it. My plow job isn't the straightest. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Hey, buddy over there in the case. I don't know what's taking you so long to plow this field, but I already got most of it cultivated. Just waiting to cultivate the bit you haven't plowed yet. Okay, I thought he was going 9 miles an hour. What's he going so slow now for? You know what? It says he's going 9 miles an hour. He clearly is not going 9 miles an hour, is he? No, he's going more like 5.7, 5.8. Okay, that makes a little more sense. So we were plowing faster than him in the class then, weren't we? Yeah, I didn't realize that. You know, looking up top at the load status mod there, says he's going 9 miles an hour. But that clearly is lying to me. Oh, how fast does it say I'm going? If I can find myself up here. Nope, I don't think I'm listed up there. Apparently I don't have any inventory. Oh well. That was the wrong button. Oh, now he thinks he's done. Now he thinks he's done. Okay. That's fine. Still do not have the Damange mod back in, by the way. I'll probably, maybe next episode or so, or maybe the one after that, I'll look at adding it back in. I don't believe that was the cause of the lag, but I guess we'll add it back in, find out, and if it starts lagging again, well, that's going to be goodbye to that Damange mod, that's for sure. Well, I agree, it's not really that realistic. At the same time, it does kind of penalize you for stupid driving. Unfortunately, it does also penalize you for stuff that's maybe not necessarily stupid driving, but stupid farming sim physics. Like that tire's wobbling there. No, I guess not. Just from a distance there, it looked like it was wobbling. Okay, folks, with that, I think we'll call it an episode there. Finish cultivating this field. We'll come back next episode. Pick up, so we'll probably pick up the titanium corn planter, do some corn on this field. So, yeah, folks, have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.